Look at all this stuff out here. There's just acres of it. This one's a doozy. It's just a snake. When I was just a kid, I watched a movie called The Brave Little Toaster. There's a toaster that becomes sentient and it ends up in a junkyard at some point. And it's met with a bunch of vehicles that are in the junkyard that are about to get crushed, telling their story. This absolutely traumatized me because I'm the type of person that actually names my vehicles. They have a soul to me. Ever since then, it's been ingrained in my being that I will eventually be the savior to these retired rides. So, 12 years ago, when it came to naming my automotive dealership, naturally, I chose Andrew's Auto Gallery. With the long-term grand plan of having enough space and funds to build a museum so I could eventually save all of these beautiful pieces of automotive history. I tried to scratch this itch in the city and I was met with some very angry neighbors. But now that I've purchased 60 acres in the country, I can finally feed this addiction that was birthed to me by this childhood trauma, and I can finally hoard collect all my favorite vehicles, surrounding myself with them in my own little piece of automotive museum heaven. What kind of car guy doesn't want that? Especially one that was kept awake at night from the nightmares and the crusher in the brave little toaster.
I just can't seem to get started. Don't have the heart to live in the fast lane. All that is past and gone.
Nothing you can do about it. Pardon me while I panic.
Hey, listen.
And the load to the new location begins. Unit number 1 and then unit number 2. Disadvantages of having one of them open top. This is just a swimming pool. Basically a helicopter in here. And you flip that guy on, and then you flip that guy on, and then you flip that guy on, and then you give her right here. For a little gas with the right. Come on, I know you want to. Oh! This is my kind of load, all right. This was so early on my property purchase that the sold sign wasn't even up yet. Oh, mosquitoes are getting me. 2 of them at the same time. The winch was still hooked up there when we started pulling, and I noticed right away, and then I was trying to yell at Terry, but he didn't hear me, so but this is okay. This unit's gonna be kept for bumper cars anyway. No problem. This was the view in front of my last house until my front yard permit got revoked, at which point this unit went to my mom's place and has sat there since, while I was paying to store these units at a storage facility. Next load here. Reunited and it feels so good. Can't put in the real song or I get copyrighted. Got blow rider. Hopefully this thing's airbags will lift up and we can get it on the trailer because right now it is low. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, she's dragging. If you look closely, you'll see what is brand new rust since the last time I parked it. That's fantastic, but that's what happens when you park something in a stall for like a year and a half, and it hasn't run since the Royal Rally in like 2018. Fuck! I have no idea what happened.
That's oil.
That's real bad. I blew a hole in my engine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once took a Texan to a wedding. Once took a Texan to a wedding.
Damn. Good as new. Not too much that can be done about that though. Holy. Still gonna be getting an engine sooner than later. And it's just, you know, one of now, I don't know, 60 projects that I have, something like that. That's pretty standard though. That's like a normal thing for people, right? Totally.
I once ran the Indy 500. Now I get a sinking sensation. I was the top of the line, out of sight, out of mind. So much for fortune and fame.
Now there was some impeccable timing because at this point, there was an estate sale for one of the larger vehicle collectors in Alberta who was in Fort Saskatchewan. And he happened to unfortunately pass away, so his entire estate, oh hello kitty. So his entire estate went up for sale, which is over 300 vehicles.
I'm about to go do something that is absolutely wild. I tripled my largest purchasing day ever, almost. In the past, I had bought 5 vehicles in one day. Well, I bought 14 and a quarter. Yeah, that's a lot.
First unit loading up right now is this 30s, I think, Packard limo. Look at how sick it is. See, that'll show you what it looks like as a lowrider there. Just kind of dragging it up right now. You know, going about as well as expected. And check out these crazy Caterpillars that we're calling the Packard home. Look how big this guy is. There's one there, there's another one there, there's another guy over here. Sorry I took your home, but I'm glad that you're not cocoons, or else you wouldn't have been able to get away. But I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with all this stuff hanging out of the back here. Look at all this stuff out here. There's just acres of it, and then there's still another location too. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to pull this one up, and then I'm gonna have to get something else behind it, and I don't really know how. There's kind of like this little bobcat dealio over there. So I think we're gonna try that. It's probably gonna end up pretty interesting. And that's crazy. I've never seen a wheel do that before. Here's the interior of the Packard. Not quite as complete as I would like, but it has a steering wheel and tires, so that's important, although the tire is doing nothing right now. A little research tells me this is a late 1940s Packard Super Clipper limo, which was the limo of choice for US Presidents Roosevelt and Truman. I wonder if this limo ever got its day in the spotlight.
I took a man to a graveyard. I beg your pardon, it's quite hard enough just living with the stuff I have learned.
Here she goes. Gonna be close. Stop. Unit number 2 is officially loaded. This mid-1960s Jeepster Commando pickup was the last Jeepster available before change of ownership to AMC when they simply became Jeep. Got 7 trips to Fort Saskatchewan and back to make, which is something like 56 hours altogether, and a bunch of loading and unloading. So it's gonna be a fun week, but it's gonna be worth it. Just wait till you see the way that I'm gonna set all these up at the property. It's gonna be sick. So and now pretty much Pandora's box is open because I have no space issues with buying as much stuff as I want and can afford. So that's what's gonna be happening from now on. It's the next day. Ooh, and what do we have here? Oh, buddy, that is sick. Is this all of the trim and stuff? I think it is, man. Oh, and taillight pieces. Oh, the taillights here. Look at that. That's both taillights. That saves a big hassle. Keys are even in here, man. This thing was put away wet, but it's ready to go. Look, it's got a gun rack in here. I think that's a gun rack. Awesome. Yeah, look at you wet already. Hey, you go swimming in the pond over there? Oh, yeah. Ooh, let's see what we got going on in here. Got some paper in here. What do we have this for? Province of British Columbia. Insurance from 1975. Holy smokes, that thing is nearly 50 years old. That is so cool. Well, if your last name is Morley and your dad's name is William from Fernie, I got your unit. I'm sure he'd be interested in seeing where this is at now. There's no steering column inside the unit, right? Which means I can't really steer it. I don't really have any way of letting it down here because the winch is on that thing. So it's definitely gonna go flying as soon as I undo that one, but I think we're far enough away from the other cars that we're gonna be okay. I hope. Is this really a good idea? Is it gonna catch the strap and bring it all the way down? Oh, there's so many questions. Okay, are the dogs out of the way? Yes, they are. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. Round 2. Whoa, sweet. And there she goes. No problem. Okay, well now that's that off, I don't really have, oh shit, I'm useless. Okay, well now that that's off, I don't really have any way to get it back. And I tried pushing it and I can't quite do that by myself. So I'm just gonna use my trailer here and throw in reverse. And we got a bush guard there, so we should be able to park her right in the spot like that. Beautiful. For unit number 2, what I'm planning on doing is I've got her hooked up to the fence pole over there.
It's got 3 flat tires, well 2.5. This is the only good one here, and this thing does not move worth a shit. So I'm just gonna drive forward, and hopefully that's gonna hold it. And it's gonna keep this still, and that's gonna move, and then this will just end up down there. I can see pretty good in this side view mirror here if this is working or not. Uh-oh. That does not seem to be working. Something must have broke. Oh, the strap's pulling itself out. That's fine. I think that must be what's happening. What else could be happening? Well, shit. Figured out what's happening and ripping my fence pole down. Well, that's not good. That's not what I wanted. I just pulled it right out of there. Okay, well, I'll try tying it to this. Hopefully it doesn't just flip over and bring everything with it. I guess it's a good thing this property's mine. Probably not the best thing to do, but okay, whatever. Round 2 here. Let's try that. Here we go. Is it going to move this time? Sure isn't. Oh, shit. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. This thing really doesn't want to move. Oh my God. Well, it's a good thing I didn't go too much further. Well, what do I do? She ain't coming unless I flip everything and drag it all through this. Anchor point number 3 is the rear frame of the... Oh, Rusty! Thanks, bud. The rear frame of the Dodge Ram. It's working! It's working! I think she's about to go. Just creaking. Gravity's just slowly doing its thing right now. What do you say we send this thing home? Beautiful. She's off, and now I'm gonna be off to get another load. I don't think that's supposed to be smoking like that. I guess I probably should have given her a little bit of a break. We'll give her 10 now. Hopefully it comes back to life, because yeah, it kind of stopped working. Now this Jeepster Commando was the full tits sports convertible model, which will be continuing its life with me as a large open body flower garden.
Once drove a surfer to sunset. There were bikinis and buns, there were weenies. Yuma to Yuma, the rumor was I had a hand in the lay of the land.
This thing is so sick. Look at this rear bumper extension. Look at this interior. Really makes you appreciate the other one and how complete it is, because this is not complete, but that's fine. And then this is the next pickup here. This is a Cherokee 4-wheel drive, somewhere in the 70s, I would imagine. It's rusted all the way through, but it's gonna make a fantastic shop slash yard truck. Give it a bit of a tune-up and it's complete, ready to roll. It's only got 217,000 kilometers on it. I mean, what do you need a floor for? That's fine. You got the old Flintstones dealio going on in here. And it's actually in decent condition. Like, look, even the headliner's all there. Throw a bunch of shit in here and get work done around the property with this. This late 70s model Cherokee was the first 4-door Jeep ever. And in 1974, the Cherokee sales brochure featured the term sport utility vehicle for the very first time.
We'll never make it.
Wow! My Jeep Cherokee can go anywhere.
Jeep Cherokee. We wrote the book on 4-wheel drive.
Good. Back at the property here. All straps are off and the ramp is down. And I have just this strap here holding this thing up. Whoa. I guess I'm pushing it, if it'll go. Oh, yeah. There she goes. Now to the next unit here, and I gotta tug it off, right? That's kind of the only real way. And I'm like, I need an immovable object, as we found last time. There's not a lot of those around here. So I'm like, what better immovable object than the original immovable object itself? So hopefully I can just pull forward and this thing will just pull off of here. But we all know that doesn't work the first time, every time, or any time, actually, I guess I should say. Oh, the immovable object is moving. I guess we'll chalk the wheels on that. All right, wheels are chalked now. Let's try this round 2. Oh, I guess I should probably take it out apart, put it in drive. Which immovable object is gonna move? Oh, the Jeep is moving. Yeah, no problem. Down she goes. Just like that, we are down back at the property today, picking up my AMC Eagle, at least one of them. And this unit's got a busted rear window. Meanwhile, there's these two dudes that showed up that have this AMC Eagle that's going straight to pick and pull. So obviously I'm gonna try to get the window out before it's gone. I think this might actually work. That is how it's done. My timing could not have been better running into these guys today. Holy. Hit up the scrapper with $100 and now I've got a rear window, bunch of extra trim.
I come from Casey, Missouri, and I got my kicks out of Route 66. Every truck stop from Butte to MO. Texarkana and east to Savannah, from Tampa to Oklahoma.
I'm all done, but so is this guy. He doesn't even have his home anymore. I stole it. Again, I'm stealing all of their homes. I guess everybody's stealing their homes. You can look at just all of these empty spots where there were cars before. It's almost emptied out. It's the next day, and I'm at the Fuego here, ready to unload it. And it sure is a good thing that these old school rat units, even without a key in it, still goes into neutral. And the brakes work. Oh, key's locked though, so. Oh, that didn't feel good. Oh yeah. Just a little scrapey poo.
Now from Renault, who turbocharged Grand Prix racing and won, there is Fuego, born of Renault Racing, Fuego.
This French Reno Fuego was sold new in Canada and has only 52,000 original kilometers. I'll be getting some fresh paint on her and putting her up for sale, so contact me if this gets you going.
Today's immovable object, in order to get this unit off, is not an immovable object at all. It's actually a movable object. We're using the skid steer. This is so much easier. And we're off. Woo! That's just lovely, isn't it, Rusty? You dumbass dogs. Nice little pushing attachment on that skid steer. Looking forward to owning this. Here we go at the next property here, and all that's left is my stuff. Drum roll, please. Da-da-da-da-da. The next load is these two beauties. A couple of Jeep J300s.
Which were also known as the Jeep Gladiator. The green Jeep Gladiator is two-wheel drive, which is cool, but the red one is four-wheel drive, which is really cool. And the red one's even extra special because it's equipped with the optional automatic transmission, which was the first ever auto trans offered in a 4x4 pickup truck.
We've got a different machine on this end. Look at the patina on this thing, it's beautiful.
You start turning again back, it'll straighten it out.
It's like the world's first crossover. It's a four-wheel drive. It's got a manual transmission, which was ultra rare. So that's awesome.
Presenting a revolutionary driving system, American Motors Eagle. The only automobile that lets you switch from two-wheel drive to full-time four-wheel drive in rain, snow, or ice.
It is time to unload this bad boy. I got it strapped to that, and no other straps on it, but it is in gear. Oh. Hopefully it's gonna roll up to here once I throw it in neutral.
Okay, well, I guess that's it. Rat unit.
This thing is moving way too easily right now.
When you can drive a truck as tough as Jeep.
Why drive anything else?
Why drive just a truck?
Don't worry, lady, the Jeep's okay.
Nextly is this very interesting piece right here, which looks like a pile of junk, but the other side of it is a nice Cadillac desk, I guess, counter, I don't know. Hacked together like I've never seen. Like, holy smokes, that's bad. Hey, nice puppy. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. This is very nice. Hey, what are you doing to me? What are you trying to bite my arm for? No, 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 you don't do that. That's not what nice puppies do. I'm having a little trouble putting my straps away here, because every time I put it up here, where do you think you're going? That's very cute. Look at this thing now. This thing's dope. I'm done, buddy. I gotta go. You gotta drop it. Yeah, you're gonna have to drop it. I need all of these. You drop it. Drop it. Where's your manners? Drop it. Good boy. Hey, 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 hey. I'm leaving the property and it's beautiful, but what do I do now? I have a tag along. Hopefully he decides to not come past the property line up there. Pretty much everything is gone out of here too. It's so cool to see all these spots empty. Just kind of one or two little ones hanging out. This is the last time I'll see this place. Still there, still there. All right, it's the point of no return, bud. Just past your gates. That's it, that's all. Chain smokers heading to the property. You know, it's a good day when chain smokers head to the property. Hopefully this is the last video you ever hear of me bitching about thefts. Because last night, unfortunately, I left my truck unlocked and I came out this morning and everything was gone. It was completely gone through. They even stole my paperwork. Like 2 months worth of paperwork. All my receipts, bills of sales, all that kind of shit, all gone. And then like 2 weeks ago, I had a slip tank with a fuel pump sitting in it and it got stolen as well. They must be coming out here every single night and just checking doors. Caught me lacking. So yeah, lock your doors. No more bad news, time for some good news. What is today's load? Well, the first ever Dodge Brothers pickup truck. Look at this thing. Look at that emblem.
Would you look at this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. So sick. This late 1920s ride was the first ever Dodge pickup truck chassis, which at the time was called Dodge Brothers. As was relatively standard practice for the period, this truck was sold new as a cabin chassis, and the buyer then commissioned a coach builder to build the pickup box. Beautiful. I was making all sorts of nice sounds. I don't even know how to put it in neutral, but it probably should have been. Oh, yeah, that was definitely in gear. That's okay. And I'm back with the next unit. This Volvo, which is an early 70s P1800 ES shooting brake. A similar car holds the world record for highest mileage privately driven vehicle. This one being partially restored with prime quarters makes it a better candidate for complete restoration than my otherwise barn find collection. So it's for sale. Hit me up if you want some details.
Can't take this kind of pressure. I must confess, one more dusty road would be just a road too long.
This Volvo, which is gonna go into this spot right in front of my house. Yeah, so that's supposed to hold on to this. Is it working? Oh, it's working. Uh-oh, it's dragging it to the left though. I think that's about to fall off. Before it falls completely off, got a new strap over here. I'm gonna try pulling it over. Oh yeah. Oh, that's marvelous. It didn't even fall off. Woohoo! We have the latest ride now loaded up.
Eagle. It leaves the world of ordinary cars behind. From American Motors.
AMC Eagle, gonna pull her forward and put the next one on behind it. Here comes the next one. This is the exact same load as earlier. We've got a Jeep J300.
I worked on a reservation. Who would believe they would love me and leave on a bus back to old Santa Fe? You're worthless.
Got two of them now moved in front and about to unload the third into that spot. I'm gonna take the yellow guy, put it there, put a bunch more over there, and a bunch more over there. Lots to do. Oh God, here it goes.
be stomping. All I do is win, boy. I've been drinking. I be stomping on their heads like. I've been drinking. I be stomping. Keep it moving for these haters. I've been drinking. I be stomping on their heads like. I've been drinking. I be stomping. All I do is win, boy. I've been drinking. I be stomping on their heads like. I've been drinking.
That's how it's done. It's like, of course, as soon as I start filming everything, nothing goes wrong. Which honestly I'm not really complaining about, but it's just normally more things go wrong. Oh yeah. Pulling in here. Oh shit, I'm losing it. I'm losing it a bit. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Uh-oh, ah, shit. Here we go, more trucks. Going in the front lawn, all right. It's the first snowfall of the year and we're doing the last few here. We got those 4 nice in line. Got some more down there. And now we're filling out this side. Look at Coco. Battling against the elements, but there's another one. This one's a doozy. It's just a sleigh ride. Okay, you got this? Not worthless. Oh, look how nice that is. Now that was about 6 months ago, and I've been catching up on my videos here. But since then, I have found another hidden car nest with another car collector that's unfortunately not doing so great. So I have been picking up a lot more vehicles from that little honey hole of mine. And there's a lot more to come, including the Mega Mini truck. And that project has just moved into the shop for SEMA 2024. So all of that coming at you soon. In the meantime, check out one of these 2 other videos. You will love them.